Hey everyone! Welcome back to Inside the Cage, where we bring you the latest and exciting updates of UFC. Conor McGregor knocks out Miami Heat mascot with huge left hook and hits it on the floor. Starting from Conor's knockout in the NBA Finals, during his Game 4, McGregor made quite the impact by flattening the Miami Heat mascot with his signature left hook, reminiscent of his famous takedown of Jose Aldo. You know, the knockout shot was brutal, causing the mascot to double over and collapse onto the hardwood. However, didn't stop there and delivered a final blow to the downed mascot. This hammer fist move echoed his swift victory over Aldo. While the game itself lacked standout moments, McGregor took advantage of the spotlight to promote his new plant-based recovery spray called Tidal. Holding an aerosol can in his other hand, McGregor sprayed Bernie in the face as the mascot was being escorted away. Furthermore, the spray is a part of McGregor's McGregor Fast training program. His actions were met with boos from the crowd, who seemed more concerned about the mascot's well-being than his promotional stunt. Standing at an impressive 7'6" inches with fiery orange fur and a green basketball nose, Bernie is one of the most beloved mascots in the NBA. Also, he has made headlines, from trolling DeMar DeRozan during an NBA game to engaging in a viral dance-off with a 14-year-old Heat fan. Beneil Dariush picking Justin Gaethje at UFC 291. As you know, Beneil Dariush has his sights set on his upcoming fight against Charles Oliveira. In actuality, he's certainly keeping a close watch on the lightweight division. With two exciting matchups on the horizon, he knows they could have a significant impact on his journey. His eyes are on the horizon. The first bout that has caught his attention is the rematch between Dustin Poirier and Justin Gaethje. Although Poirier may be considered the favorite due to his previous victory over Gaethje, Dariush believes the circumstances have changed this time around. "I think if you're practical, you go with Dustin Poirier because of the last fight," Dariush told MMA Fighting. "I would say this right now, I would say Justin Gaethje seems more hungry, more focused." Recently, Poirier's comfort can be attributed to his highly lucrative fights against Conor McGregor, which undoubtedly brought him financial rewards. Those bouts were likely the biggest paydays of his career. On the other hand, Gaethje has openly expressed his determination to make one final push. Despite falling short in his previous attempts, his unwavering ambition makes him a formidable opponent, while the matchup between McGregor and Chandler is yet to be confirmed. Although Dariush still recognizes McGregor's numerous advantages over Chandler. "It's hard not to lean towards Conor when looking at Chandler's style," Dariush continued. "He's so focused on excitement that he forgets to do what's necessary to win. I am leaning toward Conor on that one. It would be hard for me to see Chandler winning that unless he gets a knockout in the first round." Even if McGregor suffers a loss, it would be his third consecutive defeat, leaving him with a 1-4 record in his last 5 fights. However, Dariush acknowledges that McGregor has a knack for turning unfavorable outcomes into opportunities. "Conor is always going to be Conor," Dariush said. "You're always going to be able to sell pay-per-views when Conor is on the card. I think Conor will be fine because they'll be like, oh, he just lost to another guy who's world-class. He's been off for 2.5 years, and if he just had a little bit more time, he could have won that fight." Do you know who's great at spinning that stuff? Conor. In his head, Conor is undefeated and undisputed. He talked about after losing to Floyd Mayweather, "If I only knew then what I know now, if we fought again, I would beat him." People believe it. Same thing with Poirier. He would say he was winning the round this last fight. I don't think he was winning at any point, but that's not in his head. I don't think it's do or die for Conor. Julianna Peña rips into Amanda Nunes for lack of star power. She can't draw flies. Here, Julianna Peña had her sights set on a showdown with Amanda Nunes at UFC 289. As a former UFC women's bantamweight champion, Peña was originally scheduled to setting up a trilogy, but their previous encounters resulted in a split. However, Peña's plans took a detour due to a rib injury in early May. This opened the door for Irene Aldana and challenged Nunes for the 135-pound title. Despite the change in plans, the tension between Peña and Nunes remains intense. Peña finds it amusing that Nunes has been paying close attention to her during the fight week leading up to UFC 289. Indeed, determination ignites the flames. "She did not stop me. I was able to stop her, I was able to put her in the hospital, and nobody else can say that. I said on the MMA Hour that she was 1 foot out the door already, and that she was already planning her retirement and going off into the sunset. And not if I have my way. I'm not done with her. This is unfinished business. Furthermore, Nunes reclaimed her belt with a dominant win in the UFC 277 rematch. I can say that mentally, the second fight for me was lost in the first 10 seconds of the fight because I was thrown for a complete loop, Peña said. And I think it's funny that she says, I can kick her ass at any time, blah, 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 and I could have done all of this. The fact is this. Here's the reality. You had to fire your entire team, and then you had to quit your gym and change your entire fighting style to beat me. You had to revamp everything. Despite the lack of buzz around Nunes, Peña remains honest about her support for Saturday's main event. For that night, she will be the biggest Nunes fan in the world. Wow. Yeah, absolutely. I'm rooting for Nunes to win, Peña said. Okay, so she pulled out of the fight the first time, and we waited 6 more months until that fight could occur. I needed 6 weeks to recover, maybe 8 for the grappling, but either way, I messed up. She continued, my integrity got in the way and they replaced me right away, and it's a bummer that I lost that fight. But like I said a million times, we're one. There's unfinished business there, and yes, from the hours of 9 p.m. to 10 p.m. on Saturday, I will be Amanda's biggest fan. He fell short. Now earn it. UFC stars swipe at Volk's rematch push. There is a strike about who got the next title shot. As always, Beneil Dariush gave his point of view that deserves the next title shot against Makhachev, not Volkanovski. Dariush, on an 8-win streak, believes Volkanovski should fight a top lightweight before getting another shot at being a champ. Meanwhile, Volkanovski plans to defend his featherweight title in July before facing Makhachev again in October, following his controversial loss in February. But Dariush not agreed. As far as why it should be me after this fight, because it should have been me after the last win, he said. I've done enough. And I get how Volkanovski, at that time, was pound for pound number 1, so they gave him an opportunity. But he fell short. And now, he should have to fight in his division again. If anything, he should also have to fight in our division before he gets an immediate rematch at the lightweight title. That's my opinion. He got a shot, and now he should have to earn a second one. Dariush continued, I think it would be a really good fight. But surprisingly, in his last outing against Makhachev, I was expecting to see holes in his grappling. But instead, I saw more holes in his striking. And I would love to take advantage of that. Although Dariush revealed that UFC's Hunter Campbell promised him the title shot. When asked about the long-awaited opportunity, he simply said, amazing. Midnight Mania. UFC 289's Chris Curtis confronts Twitter troll, Stop Saying Dumb ST. Last but not least, UFC middleweight Chris Curtis is keeping things light and relaxed during his time in Canada. With less than 24 hours until his fight against Nassourdine Imavov at UFC 289, Curtis found a moment to handle a Twitter troll, known as the Action Man. So he approached the situation with humor and grace. He recorded a video with a young Canadian fan playfully accusing him of talking trash online in the past. Despite his reputation, Curtis showed his lighthearted side outside of it. All right, check it out. This is one of those weird times in life when you meet your Twitter trolls, Curtis gleefully exclaimed. What's your handle? What's your handle? We're going to make you famous. So I'm not even sure what he said, and I told him to stop saying dumb sati and I won't block him. What do you have to say for yourself, Twitter troll? He continued, we are who we are. I'm a troll, I don't take it personally, but it's fine. You rarely get to meet people that troll you, so it's fine. All right, guys, that's all for today. Thanks for watching till the end. Remember to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel to stay updated about our future videos. See you in the next one. Until then, goodbye.